Hello, bonjour, ciao, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Tolu and I'm at home, as are a lot of you guys, because we are on lockdown. And being at home all the time can be very boring, very boring. But all we can really do is try and find things to keep us busy. And I know that is easier said than done, but I've been trying to find ways to keep myself motivated because that's honestly all I can do right now. So I've got 10 tips for you guys so you can keep motivated too during these unprecedented times. Tip number 1. As obvious as it sounds, make a to-do list. Plan what you want to do for the day so you have some goals to achieve, because when you've got things to be doing or things to be achieving, then you're more likely to want to be able to pursue those things, especially if you've got it written down so you can clearly see exactly what you want to do for today. So I usually make my to-do lists in my planner. So for today I wanted to continue making notes on gluconeogenesis, which is the production of glucose from non-carbohydrate sources. So that's my plan for part of the day. Then I wanted to film this video, so that is another part of my plan of the day, and relax and do other things as well. So by me writing down exactly what I want to do, I then have more willingness and motivation to actually go and do those things because I've written it in stone and I've established that's what I want to do for the day. So that's how I sort of get going with things. So usually if I want to do a to-do list, I'll either do it the night before so then I know when I wake up I've got things to do, or I'll do it as soon as I wake up so I can plan my structure for the day. So that's the best thing to do for me, at least. So hopefully it works for you guys too. Tip number 2. Alongside making a to-do list, make a timetable for your day as well. Structure exactly what you want to do from, let's say, 9 to 10 or 10 to 11 and 11 to 12, because I find having structure makes things a lot easier to manage. Like in a school day or during uni, you usually have a timetable to stick to and follow, so that sort of shows you exactly what you're doing in that day. Continue doing that. It allows you to have a routine for your day, and having routine is very helpful because you know exactly what you should be doing and when. So once you've made a to-do list, you can sort of plan what exactly you want to be doing for the rest of the day. So my to-do list, like I said before, was making notes on gluconeogenesis, filming this video, and then relaxing later. So I decided, okay, let me wake up early, get ready, and then I will start my day by filming, because then I can prioritize the lighting from outside. So from 10 to 12, I'll film. Then 12, I'll have some lunch. Then after lunch, I will start making notes, etc. So for me to be able to have a structure means I can sort of plan ahead and know how to work around things. So at least I know I'm trying to stick to time, or trying to make sure that I don't necessarily run over schedule. And even if you do run over schedule, you can always readjust your timetable, because that's the point of having a timetable. You can sort of move things around so that it works more conveniently for you. So that's the best thing for you to do anyway. But yeah. Tip number 3. Cut out your distractions. And it sounds so condescending, but please cut out your distractions. For me, the biggest distraction for me right now is Grey's Anatomy. I am currently on season 13 of Grey's Anatomy, and I started the show a couple of weeks ago. Imagine how much work I could have done during the time I spent watching the episodes for Grey's. Imagine how much work I could have done. And for you guys, your distractions may be your phone, it may be YouTube, it may be your laptop, it may be your iPad, it may be all sorts of things. But first of all, establish what those distractions are so that you know what to cut off. So for me, when I'm doing my work, I will keep my laptop away from me so I don't have the excuse of putting on Grey's in the background. Because if you know me, you know that usually when I do my work, I have a show playing in the background, and usually it's okay, but then I find when I don't have stuff distracting me, I get more work done. So when I'm doing my work, I will not have Grey's in front of me. I will just have my textbooks online, my textbooks beside me, and my Rocket book where I write my notes on, and that is it. If you know you also get easily distracted by your phone, either hide your phone, get someone else to hide your phone for you, or use a screen blocker or something to stop you from using apps on your phone. Do a screen time limit if you've got an Apple phone, because they have that setting on there. Just try and do things to cut out those distractions, because at the end of the day it's not helping you. I know me watching Grey's all the time isn't helping me, which is kind of funny because it's a medical show and I do medicine, but well, hey. But yeah, cut out your distractions, because that's how you know, stay focused on what you're doing. But yeah, tip number 4. Boris Johnson said we are allowed 1 walk or bit of exercise daily, so make use of it. Go for a little run along a nearby park or something, or if you live by the coast, go for a little jog along the coast. Walk, cycle, just make use of this amazing weather. Like, can you imagine the weather that we're receiving, but we're supposed to be on lockdown? Like, why are we why is it so sunny and so bright when we're meant to be spending most of the day indoors? Make it make sense. But anyway, utilize that 1 bit of exercise you've been allowed to have. So I live near the Thames Path, so I would go for a little jog around there and just enjoy the sunlight, enjoy the fresh air, and the adrenaline burst that you get from it just makes you feel so energetic and so motivated. So use that to potentially fuel the work that you've got planned for the rest of the day. So you can either start your day doing exercise, or maybe end your day doing exercise as like a sort of release of energy from working hard, and go from there. Or if you can't go outside, or if you don't really want to go outside, if you have a garden, utilize your garden. Do some yoga, some meditation and some workouts in your garden. And if you don't have a garden, then just make use of doing stuff indoors. There are loads of videos that offer out sort of indoor home workouts, even if you have a really small space. So make use of that and just try and keep active and keep fit, because yeah, that will really benefit you in the long run. Tip number 5, work in short bursts. If you work for hours and hours and hours on end, you will not be willing enough to work to your maximum potential. So I usually use something called the Pomodoro technique, which is where I work in 25-minute bursts and then get a 5-minute break between, because you can't stay focused for hours and hours and hours on end. But if you work in little short bursts and then have a little break, you can sort of regain your strength sort of during those little breaks. You can feel less tense, you can look through your phone and do all sorts of things, because that's your rest and break time, and that will allow you to sort of keep motivated, I guess. So working in short bursts is really beneficial, because 1, it'll keep you motivated, and 2, it won't tire you out. Working for hours and hours and hours on end isn't always very helpful, so make use of working in short bursts, because that will be really beneficial for you guys. Tip number 6, which is related to the Pomodoro technique, is to take breaks. Please don't overwork yourselves, because it's really not worth it. Work however works best for you. Know when your body is getting too tired, or when your mind's starting to hurt a bit too much, and just take breaks when appropriate, because you don't want to tire yourself out, you don't want to overwork yourself so much. Like, please look after yourselves, because knowing when to take breaks will be very beneficial for your well-being, because it'll stop you from being overly stressed, it'll keep you happy, it'll keep you, you know, motivated. So please avoid working for too long, and please take breaks when you need it. And alongside taking those breaks, please eat as well. So during those breaks, or during whatever free time you have, please eat. Please don't ignore your diet. Don't not eat breakfast, lunch and dinner. Like, please eat, please refuel your body, please look after yourselves, because you need, like, it's just, please just do it. Like, for me right now, I'm even eating way more than I usually do, because I've got nothing else to kind of stop me. So I'm trying to like cut down on like going to my fridge every 30 minutes, assuming something will magically appear in there, because it won't. But yeah, please look after yourselves, health wise, mental health wise, and in all sorts of manner. Just look after yourselves, please. Tip number 7, Working in the same place all the time can be very dreary and can be very boring at times. So if possible, change up your location for where you work. I have my desk, which is like here. I have my desk here, and I'm used to working at my desk and I'm used to working in my room, but sometimes I just want a change of scene. So I'll either relocate to my dining table, which is downstairs, which has like a really large glass window so I can have a lot of sunlight facing me. If you can, if you've got a desk in your room that's easy to move, relocate your desk to your window, because working in the light, honestly, I don't know what it is, but it just makes you feel so much happier and just makes you feel a lot more motivated, because you're not working in the dark and you've got like the sun beaming down on your face and it's just bliss. So if you can work somewhere that has a lot of light, work somewhere differently to where you usually work, because that'll keep you motivated and a little bit more productive, I find. So yeah, for me, I either relocate from my room or to near my window in my room, or in my dining table, or in the living room. So like maybe every few days just switch up where you work, because it'll keep you fresh and keep your mind going, which is really handy. Even work outside if you can, like if it's not something that requires a screen, because sometimes working outside with a screen can be really annoying. If you've got like just a notepad or you've got a book to read, make use of the sunlight now that we have it, because it's usually raining all the time, but now that we're inside it's sunny, so make use of the sun while we still have it. Tip number 8. Oh, this is one of my favorite options, but music. Find some time to just jam to your favorite songs and go wham and dance in your living room, dance in your room, and just go at it and listen to your fave tunes. Like that's what I usually do all the time, really. Like I'm always listening to music, because I just love listening to my favorite artists, and just listening to my favorite songs just gets me so happy, and make use of it as well. So for me, my favorite artists are, or my favorite songs and artists, my favorite artist is Duckworth, which is uncanny, which is coincidental because my surname is Duckworth, but I love listening to Duckworth, and his songs, like I just always bop to them and I always jam, and I know all the words off by heart. So if one of his songs starts to play, I will literally just be rapping as loud as I can or singing as loud as I can, because I just love his songs so much. One song that gets me in my feels a lot is Toast by Coffee. Toast, oh my gosh, like if you have songs that, you know, make you feel over the moon, listen to them, because that'll help get your energy up, and you can go from there. But yeah, music. Music. Tip number 9 is to talk to someone. I know that we're at home, but that doesn't mean you can't still communicate with your friends via social media platforms, or talk to people in your family who can, you know, give you support. So if you're feeling low or feeling under the weather, definitely talk to someone about how you're feeling, and then they can hopefully try and cheer you up, make you feel less anxious, and just support you, because knowing that there's someone to turn to can help you feel a little bit more willing to work, I find. Communicating with your friends so you don't feel isolated as well is really handy, because when you when you feel like you're not alone, for me personally, that makes me feel a lot better. So I usually talk to my friends on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. The app House Party has now come back to life, so you can even talk to them via House Party if you want to. But yeah, just talk to people about how you're feeling, and they can sort of support you and help you with that as well. And the last tip number 10, is kind of cringy, but to visualize your future and what you want for yourself. So usually if I don't feel like working, but I know I should be working, I will sort of think of like what I'm working towards. So I want to be a doctor, I want to specialize in neurology right now, and because of Grace I kind of want to go into neurosurgery, but we'll leave it there. So I know that I want to work towards that goal. So whenever I feel lazy or not motivated to do anything, I will sort of think of what goals I have for myself, so that I know I should be working. So if I'm in my bed when I should be doing my notes, I'll be like, oh Tolu, it'll be better for you if you do your work now, so that you are one step closer to your goal. If you've got something in your room or in your house that helps to remind you of your goal, that's even better. So I've got a sketch of a brain that one of my friends did for me, and I have that in my room to sort of look at, to be like, okay, I'm working towards being a brain specialist, and go from there. Or you can write a little note for yourself to look back to continuously, draw a picture, have a background on your phone to keep reminding you of what goal you have for yourself in the future, and just work from it from there. And that will really help to keep you motivated and keep you going at it, really. But yeah, visualize your future and just have something that you want to work towards, because it helps keep you motivated to do things. But those are my 10 tips, and I hope you can use them when you go about doing things in your daily lives. And that's it, really. If you want to find different things to do, I recommend watching YouTube videos to keep you learning new skills and stuff. I am looking to maybe go back to playing my guitar, maybe learning some British Sign Language, just doing things to keep myself busy. And line with that, I'm a part of a project called the StudyTube Project, where myself and a lot of other StudyTubers, we upload videos every day at 6 PM to keep you guys busy and to keep you guys doing things, because we're aware of how boring our day-to-day lives could be because of being in lockdown. But don't worry, we've got your back, and I'll leave the links and everything in the description below. But yeah, support the StudyTube Project, and I wish you guys all the best. And yeah, that's it from me. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. So for me, oh my gosh,